So as you can possibly see, we are at Weston-super-Mare. 3 years ago I did the north side of the Bristol to Exeter line, from Bristol Temple Meads to Weston-super-Mare in episode 9. 3 years later, good timing, we are going to do the other half now, from Weston-super-Mare to Exeter St David's. So without further delay, let's get on with it, shall we? Right then, so in this picture is Highbridge and Burnham, managed by Great Western Railway with 2 platforms. So it opened as Highbridge in 1841. In 1854, so 10 years later, the branch line to Burnham-on-Sea was opened. It was renamed Highbridge and Burnham-on-Sea in 1962. Now during this time, it was the junction with the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway from Glastonbury, giving the station a total of 4 platforms, 2 of which were bay platforms on this side. It also had a flat level crossing like Newark Northgate. However, the line to Burnham-on-Sea and to Glastonbury was closed in 1966. It was renamed back to Highbridge in 1974, only to be renamed in 1991 to Highbridge and Burnham. It is also an interchange, so you can get buses to Burnham-on-Sea itself, but also to the villages of Breen and Barrow-on-Sands, where you can find Breen Leisure Park and the holiday resort Unity. The station's head code is HIG. So I've just come out of platform 1, and then you got this little, you got this information, little history board here. So that's what the station looked like. So that's us there. That's platform 2, and then there's these little. Then these are the platforms that served Glastonbury. Engine sheds. That where the bridge is. So behind the bushes. That was where the flat level crossing was. So that goes to obviously Bristol, and then that goes to Burnham. Yeah, booking office, engine. The old sidings on the Great Western Railway main line. That's towards Bridgewater. A better look at the station, which was on this side. So this was all station, but obviously now it's just a block of flats. But no. A canal or a river going underneath the station. It's flowing in that direction. It goes down there. Oh, it comes from there. Damn seagulls! I'm watching you. Look, it's Ian's patrol. Look, it's Ian's regiment. It's Ian's henchmen. I'm on to you. I have geese at every corner and pigeons. Be afraid. Situation update. Our train is meant to arrive in 10 minutes, so 12:35. However, it has left Bristol Temple Meads on platform 15 and not the platform it was meant to originate, which was, I think it was platform 10 that they normally depart, or platform 6 or 5. I forget now. But it's running 30 minutes late. Something's gone on at Bristol Temple Meads. I would imagine it's a signalling problem, but GWR have yet to come back to me. So we're stuck here for half an hour, which means we're only doing Bridgewater for half an hour. Or I have to skip a station, which I do not want to do. Because I'm stubborn. Anyway.
One minute late. Again, apologies for the late start, however, I'm sure you'd agree that's better than 30 minutes, which we were leaving Bristol last week.
So, in this rainy picture is Bridgewater, managed by Great Western Railway with 2 platforms. It opened in 1841 as the terminus, until the line was extended to Toaton the following year. It did have an extensive goods yard, complete with engine sheds and a workshop. It also had a small branch line to the nearby Bridgewater docks until 1967. There was also a second station called Bridgewater North, which was owned by the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway. However, it closed in 1962. Today the station sees the odd freight action from Hinkley Power Station with nuclear flask trains, and the station head code is BWT. So in this picture is a cross-country service with a door fault because it should have left 10 minutes ago. And we're at the station of Taunton, managed by Great Western Railway. It has 5 platforms, however only 4 are still in use, because I don't see anything on real-time trains or any calendar about platform 6. Additional services are provided by Cross Country and the Night Riviera. So it opened in 1842, it was rebuilt in 1868, but this time with 4 tracks in 1932. It did have a total of 9 platforms, including a station roof. However, it was also the junction for the West Somerset Railway to Minehead. However, the only way to get there these days is by bus, as Great Western Railway don't serve the Heritage Line. But charter trains still use the junction. There is a proposal for Taunton to be the terminus of the upcoming open access operator called Go-Op, which plans to run trains to Weston-super-Mare as well as to Swindon via Westbury and Melksham. It is a junction, so you got cross country and GWR trains towards Bristol, Cardiff, West Midlands and further up north, as well as the Hanks and Burts line, or I don't know how you pronounce it, the line to London Paddington via Westbury and Newbury basically. The station's head code is TAU. After 20 or so minutes they finally fixed the door problem and off it goes. The reliability of cross country demonstrated in full. So, in this picture is Tiveton Parkway, managed by Great Western Railway. It has 2 platforms. So, originally there was Tiveton Road Station, which opened in 1844 further down the line. It was renamed to Tiveton Junction in 1848 when the branch line to the town of Tiveton itself was opened with its own terminus station. However, the Tiveton branch closed in 1967 and the junction station was replaced by the current station in 1986, which is 6 miles from Tiveton itself. Goose Lord! The station's head code is TVP. So, because of the delay at Toaton, we've only managed to do about not even 15 minutes. We're meant to do about just over half an hour, but now we've only done about 10 minutes at Tiveton Parkway, which is quite shocking. It's quite terrible. But unfortunately we are now relying on cross country to get us to Exeter. The good news is that it's 2:20:005 with another train. So the Pride Voyager. That's the only good news. And it's on time. Yes. Cross-country service is on time. I'm trying to say something here, do you mind?
15:29 cross-country service to Plymouth. Calling at Exeter St David's, Newton Abbot, Totnes and Plymouth. Situated in coaches 4 and 5.
Even though this is the Pride train, as you would expect, full and standing. Cross country need to sort their they need to sort their out because this is unacceptable. Don't worry, we're refurbishing our trains so that'd be more nicer. Yeah, that's not going to help the situation, is it? Right, so in this picture is Exeter St David's, managed by Great Western Railway with 6 platforms with additional services from Cross Country, the Night Riviera and South Western Railway. So it opened in 1844 as the terminus of the Bristol and Exeter Railway. In 1864 the LSWR, London South Western Railway, arrived at Exeter Central and Salisbury and then connected up with St David's. In 1913 the station was rebuilt but lost its station roof as a result. It has extensive goods yard, siding, turntable, engine sheds. However, all of this was converted to the current Exeter train depot that houses GWR's trains such as turbos, the odd IET, and of course sprinters. It is one of 3 stations in Exeter. So there's this one, the main one and the busiest and the older one. There's Exeter Central, which is closer to the city centre, and then there's Exeter St Thomas on the Riviera line. The station's head code is EXD. So there we go, people. We've finally completed the Bristol Exeter line with a few delays, and cross country. We did see the Pride 220.005, but I'm just glad I got it done, unlike a few years ago. But anyway, we're off now to do another venture, and then I'm going to call it a day. It's been quite a long day with all these delays, which is to be expected. But no, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da. Oh, spring trap. Hello. All right. Yes.